All right, all right, all right. We are live, people. Good conversation before we got here, but we here now. You know what I mean? So, how y'all doing? What's going on? It is Fair Exchange here with your boy BugattiBone, man. We got some good stuff for y'all this morning. We got some special guests. We got Miss Bre, a.k.a. Bre Is Black Asf. Yep, you heard it. She said it. We got Mr. Poundski over there, a.k.a. Franklin Pound, a.k.a. that boy Pound Cake. You heard me? We got Mr. Avreli himself in the building. If you ain't got an Avreli yet, I just don't know what you're doing, because I wear mine dizzily. You heard me. Mr. Sonny Bones over there, you heard me. And I got the Miss Beautiful, my queen. Yes, I got on the knee. Yes, she got the ring. Miss Jazzy Sweets over here, baby. Miss Jazzybell Sweets, check her out. You heard me. Model pictures, it's the thing. You heard me. But yeah, let's get started, man. This morning, the conversation is about finances, definitely finances in relationships, finances as an entrepreneur, finances as a business owner, and just finances, even if you're a teen and you got a job and you're trying to figure out how to build your finances, this is where you want to be, because we got some good information for y'all. So I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to let Miss Bre, a.k.a. Bre Is Black Asf, get to it.
Okay, so I wanted to start off talking about when did you realize that you didn't know what you was doing with money? And for me, it was I had all these great business ideas, and I would come to my husband and be like, "Look, babe, we should do this." And then we get into it, got all the details, and then we figure out like, well, we don't even have the money to do that. We can't even get access to the money to do that. So that's when we realized that we needed to get serious about money. So, babe, when do you think, was it before that, or was that at that point when I was coming to you with all the ideas that you realized was not that great with money?
I think when I realized I wasn't probably that great with money was when I realized that my income was steadily going up, but my lifestyle wasn't necessarily becoming more abundant. So that's when I realized I wasn't great with money. Make a great salary, but still not really living the life I want to live. And when I imagine the life I do want to live, I understand that some changes need to be made. So that's when I realized that I didn't really understand money the way I probably should have.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. I think like I make a decent salary and I live a very minimal lifestyle, but some type of way money is still like scarce, and you got people running around with like 30 supercars, and I'm running around in like a busted van. So then I had to look at it like I definitely something's definitely wrong with my finances or how I operate my finances.
I would say the same thing. When to piggyback off what they just said, the same thing for me was once the salary went up, but the lifestyle hasn't went up. It's kind of like, okay, like where's the balance here? So that's the biggest thing when you start to realize, like, yeah, you don't know what you know about money, because you see other people who salary is in the same bracket as yours, and they living conditions are a little bit better than yours. Not to compare yours to theirs, but you do recognize, you know, over there and where you are. So, like they said, that's when I realized when the salary went up, but the lifestyle didn't change.
I think as of right now, I'm still learning. Like I don't know everything when it comes to money, and I'm learning about investing now. I'm learning about credit. Like the door has been kicked wide open for me. So I'm learning right now.
Okay, so what I did was well, I like started budgeting out all of my like budgeting out stuff for the month, writing down all the bills that I had, all of the people that I owed money, that's including credit card companies or whatever, and then how much money I was getting in, and you have to compare that shit. And you gotta pay some stuff back, pay some people back, and see what you have left after that. And from that, then I started paying more on my credit cards if I could, and I reserved a little bit of that for fun because I gotta have some fun in life. I think you should too. And then I just started going from there, and I'm still working through that. So that's where I'm at with it.
I think for me, I just really started like reading more about real estate and stocks, and actually like getting my hand in stocks, playing around with stocks. Really like being more patient with my credit. Like before, I understood like the impact credit had. I would just go and take out a loan. I mean, you gonna offer me 20,000, I'm gonna take it. You know what I mean? But now I'm thinking about the impact that 20,000 might have on my credit. I'm thinking about actually paying back the 20,000. So, yeah, thinking about becoming a although me and bro got the junk removal business together, you know, expanding into more businesses, getting into real estate and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at in my journey.
Yeah, with me, it was more like just diving into finances as a whole, reading books on stocks. As I got in stocks, I learned how to read balance sheets. Going Yahoo Finance, I was reading companies, company profiles. So learning how to pick companies. I was learning about LLCs. So I started the LLC, started the brand. I learned about trust funds. Learned about products. So I brought into products. So more so like buy low, sell high. So I got into that kind of business. Went back to school. I thought maybe if I better my education, that could help me, give me better chances to get a job.
He's a scientist, by the way.
Yeah. So,
Just want to let the people know that's my brother.
Yeah, so you go from like this ignorant kid to like this lab scientist.
That is so awesome, by the way.
Tell you.
Complex theories. So that's pretty cool. So and I kept building on that about finances and learning how to save. I got different accounts with different banks. So like I would have a Bank of America account. That account is used for like saving. I would have an M&T account. That account is used for like just spending. I would have a Wells Fargo that is used for like my bills, where I would hold all my bills money. And I would have another account, and then I would have a shoebox because that's what I was brought up on. So I just dived into finances, and I'm obsessed, and I feel like being obsessed is a good thing. And I'm sorry, I'll pass.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Go ahead,
I want to say something that you actually taught me. You taught me the 10% rule. So like every paycheck that I would bring in, I would save 10% and put that to the side. And I feel like that is something that is really practical that I feel everyone could do. I just wanted to let everyone know that.
About the 10% rule.
The 10% rule.
Yeah,
I think that's a really good idea.
And the good thing about the 10% rule is, now one thing about the 10% rule, it can be hard to follow, especially when you got you have bills, you have children. We were just talking about that prior to us recording. When you have children, things come up. But it really is practical to have the 10% rule, and it's more toward it's like the 50 and I think like the 50, 20 rule or something to that effect. But the 10% rule is basically every check that you get, you take 10% out, and it goes immediately into your savings. And you don't touch that. That's a rainy day fund. And if you can follow that, you'll be surprised within a year's time how much money you'll have saved if you don't touch it. Now, I'm not saying that things might come up where you may have to touch that 10%. Sometimes you may not be able to take out that 10%. But I believe if you're getting funds and you're taking out some percentage of it and just putting it away for a rainy day or just for savings or whatever you may need it for, even if it's going towards like a new item, something you may want to buy, you'll be surprised at what you can save over time. But like I said, it's easier said than done. You definitely have to be disciplined in it.
I was doing really good.
But like I said, it's something that I think everybody should try to follow, definitely when it comes to, income within the home, and then figure out how to break down everything percentage-wise when it comes to the bills. Because if you can figure out what your bills is per month, every check, okay, I'm gonna take out a percentage for this because that'll go towards the bills every month. And then like he said, like Sonny was saying, he had so many different accounts. That kind of works because what you can do is you can take out percentages per month and know that this account is just for bills and this account is just for gas and this account is just for, and that way it'll help you, what's the word I want to use? What is it? Budget. It'll help you budget your money a lot better per month. And it'll also help you if you're trying to save or if you're trying to buy something or you're trying to move or buy a home or anything. It definitely will help towards that and help towards paying off credit card debt and credit debt as well.
I agree, like what he's saying. Like, I mean, like if you want a small item or you want to do something, like you got a goal in mind, like set the money to the side, make a budget. But I'm gonna say in general, I don't think about money to be saved. I think about it to be invested. Like I think about the money. You want it to grow. Your money is losing value every day, every second. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want, if you think about saving money, think about investing money. I think it's a better way to think about it.
Oh, can you explain a little bit about the investing part? Because like what is and what is the percentage per? I don't mean to cut you off. What is a percentage per month that you would say? Because if I'm saying take the 10% out per check and put it in savings, would you say then take that 10% instead of putting it in savings, take that 10% a month and invest? Or would you say, like, what would you say the percentage was, and then how would you invest? What were some of the places that you can do it in?
If I'm speaking from a personal perspective, if you got the 10%, I would invest the whole 10%. If you only got 5%, I would invest the 5%. Now, if you do got a little bit of money to work with, obviously you can take more riskier, more rewarding routes, like starting a business, or you know what I'm saying, or something of that sort. Me personally, I would probably take it, maybe put it into some stocks or something. Even if I would start a business, you know, I feel like some businesses are more like they're low cost. You're probably more guaranteed to make a profit on. I would probably look at trying to start businesses like that. So, but like if I'm saying the 5 to 10%, then I would probably take that and just play around with stocks with that. To be honest with you, that's just me personally. That's one of the safest ways I know to invest your money and to also like basically have it liquid too.
And what kind of stocks? Like penny stocks, regular stocks?
I wouldn't really recommend penny stocks. Not to say they're all bad, but I would try to get something on the stock exchange like NASDAQ and all that, the SOP and all that, the big markets or whatever. You know what I mean?
And if somebody wanted to start that, for people who don't know how to do that, what would be how would they start that? Like what would they have to look up? How do they go about getting an account set up? Like what would be the steps for them to take to start that investment?
The easiest way to do it would be to go on your phone, go on the Google, get on one of the apps like Webull. You can do Robinhood. I know some people ain't probably not advertising for Robinhood right now, but it is an app you can use. They got Ameritrade, Acorn. So I would get on one of those. I would definitely read all the disclaimers. They're going to, you know, prep you and explain everything to you. Even when you get on Webull, the good thing I will say about it, they won't just let you hop on there all willy-nilly. Like they actually got profiles that say if you're going to be a safe investor, a risky investor. You know, that was the one that I did notice I kind of did like about it. Like you got to kind of go through a couple avenues before you just hop out there, because you can trade on margin and leverage and all that. So basically saying like if you got $2,000, Webull gonna let you trade with $4,000, and that can be beneficial to you on the profits, but you also can blow your account. So the same way that you make the extra profit by playing with the 4,000, you're gonna lose that extra profit too if that stock goes down.
Got you. Okay.
But what I'm saying is you gotta read and understand, and they gonna prep you and break it down for they even let you hop out like that. So that's why I say like I would recommend Webull. Get on Webull. They're gonna give you a little introduction, and I think that's a good way to hop in the stock.
I think that so many people in our community are like just not even to that point right now.
Gosh.
I think that like yes, that is good. Like if you are at that point, if you get to the point where all your stuff is paid, that extra money that I was talking about after you budget out your bills and paying them credit cards, that's the money that you're playing with when you go to stocks. I think that's important to know. Like you're not thinking, I got this paycheck and I'm just taking it off the top. You got to pay your bill first.
So, well, then I guess then to first start, then if you're a brokey, then and you don't really have an entrepreneur mindset, then the first thing you gotta do is get a skill set, an undeniable skill set. So that means you gotta go back to school. You gotta get some type of YouTube course. You gotta get some type of skill set, whether it be journalism, I don't know, movie producing, anything that you're gonna be obsessed with, because that's the only way you're gonna grind it out for the next 5 years to make it happen. So
I agree with that. You definitely gotta have some type of
but
skill.
not everybody is an entrepreneur. Like there are nurses, that's a career, and they don't have time to be like having businesses on the side a lot of the time. So I feel like that's going to work for somebody else and getting a paycheck, and they should be able to learn how to manage their money too and grow their money too, because they do make a lot of money and they could invest. But I feel like that doesn't take them out of the run of like not having an entrepreneurial mindset. Like they still need to learn how to balance their finances too, you know what I mean?
but sometimes having a job can make you, lazy, like you say, they make a lot of money. So they feel like anything outside of a stable check that is stable is coming. No matter what, it'll be there every 2 weeks. It's like, why bust my ass, or why put up with this, or when I have a pitfall in this part of the business, why even have to grind it out when I could just, hey, go to sleep, go to work, and get this lot of money that I'm getting?
If all the nurses and aides and stuff start quitting their job because they feel like that they don't want to go to work for a paycheck no more, then that's going to be so traumatic to the medical industry, to the community itself. I feel like there are people who have to go to work, essential workers. Like this whole COVID thing brought that out. We need these people who we're not thinking about, or like, and we're just counting them out. Like that's not like business. They don't have their own business, but it's very, very important that they know how to manage their money too. And whatever extra money they do have, they're putting back into the community or invested. But like, you can't just tell them to quit their jobs. Like if I quit my job, like there are people who really depend on me. They love me at their job. I take care of their kids. I take care of their parents. I don't think that me not thinking about thinking about business, and I want to be a business owner, but me not thinking about that every day. I still think what I do is important, and I still think that I deserve to like learn how to manage my money too. You know what I mean? Like, and I want to learn how to invest without being a business owner. You know, like right now,
Your dollar is important.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Indeed. And I think what Sonny is trying to say basically is, you definitely when you're trying to be successful in life, sometimes it's not all about just going to work out in corporate America. Sometimes it's about having a skill set that you can start your own business, that you can become an essential worker, because you might have something to offer that later on down the line that the world may need, just as a nurse, just as a caretaker, just as someone else. So don't focus so much on, I want to grow up to be such and such and such. Focus more on recognizing who you are as an individual and what you can give to the people. If being a nurse is something that you feel as though is good for you and you're giving back to the people and is working for you, then so be it. You be the best nurse that you possibly can. But also recognize what Sonny is saying is you can also be a owner of a nurse building where other nurses are there. You get what I'm saying? So understand that on both aspects of it. Yes, we do need essential workers. We need those people in the field that can do what they do. We need those. At the same time, you can also have the mindset of, like he said, if I want to help the people, how about I branch off from the nurse? I'm still a nurse. I'm still an essential worker, but let me branch off, build another nurse business. Now we can give more jobs to more nurses, and now we are literally circulating dollars in within the field itself. You know what I mean?
Become free because you freed up yourself in freedom, as we call it, and you're giving opportunities for career, employment.
Indeed.
You're still helping the people,
Indeed.
and you're not working for someone else anymore.
So what I'm saying is that not working for somebody else mindset limits collaboration, because now there is 5 makeup artists who want to have their own shop when they could all come into a shop together as owners together.
Agreed.
But it's like you can't be so focused on the like it's me that I forget about collaboration. So like, what if a group of nurses now start a thing? Like, so you can't always take yourself into the mindset of I'm thinking about me. You have to have conversations with people and integrate yourself in real life, because you can buckle down on your own grind and like leave out a whole group of people. Like you're going to want those people to work with you. I don't think that nobody is going to.
All valid points.
But that is collaboration. Jeff Bezos said it the best. The only way I became a billionaire is because I made other people millionaires. The collaboration it's about me, but it's also about you. I own the building, but I want you to have chairs in the building. So therefore, you have a place to do your business, and I make money too because it's my building.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I feel like
everybody wins.
Yeah, no, I know. I feel like it's yes, everybody wins, but it's still I'm winning more. I think that's the kind of that's the kind of I think that's the mindset of I'm winning more. Like I'm winning more, and that's what makes money evil, because it's like why do I got to be a billionaire because I made them millionaires? Why can't we all be millionaires? Billionaires can't because billionaires can't spend all their money, and billionaires are just like they have extra money, extra resources is what I'm saying. So what makes you feel like you need to be a billionaire with money you can't spend and be proud of making everybody else millionaires? I think that's.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, I'm not getting mad, but I'm just saying.
Just to prove one point. This is what we all have to remember. The thing is to be comfortable in life and to be free.
We're good.
What
enough.
you just said was you're going way beyond the means of being free. If I can make you a millionaire and I become a billionaire, you're a millionaire. You're comfortable. You're free. Why are you worried about from a billionaire have more money?
Yeah. Facts. That's
You're
what
a millionaire.
So the thing about it is,
You're successful. And I made you successful.
And
no,
you
no,
can be a
and it's no.
billionaire.
That's the thing. It's the I made you. Like, what happened to like us? I feel like trying to convince people to like work under me because that's what's going to be best for you. I think that's
But
shady.
That's collaboration.
No, that's not collaboration. That's shady as fuck.
But you have to. You have to look at it on this aspect. You have to look at it on this aspect though.
Dictatorship. Don't nobody want to work under like. Hold on one second.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm a very great manager because I split the workload evenly between my people. I don't think there's I wouldn't ask you to do anything that I wouldn't do. And a lot of people in jobs are like, why is my manager coming in and they ain't never had to do what I do? I could do my job better than them, and they're my manager. I feel like as a manager, as a person in charge, if you're gonna have the mindset of like, I made you, I gave you this opportunity, I don't want to work for that person. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to be that person.
But you have to remember, what somebody told me once, they were a manager and they didn't really do any work. They say they worked to that point to get to that. They put in that work so they could fall back to that point. That's what I keep telling you. You got to put in the work so you can get to that position. You know, the benefit of putting in the work is so you can be able to do that.
No, I don't think that people are working hard to be able to shit on other people. I don't think that's or not shit on them. Not to. I don't think you should work hard in order to be above anybody. I think your own success should be your own success. I think that the model of working hard because only one person can be the manager, like that's gonna that doesn't motivate all the workers to work hard because there's only one. I don't think that's one manager spot.
Yeah. I don't think that's the aspect of what he's saying, because I feel what you're saying. If you're going to be a manager, don't have the mindset of I'm better than you or I made you. Got it. But at the same time, what you have to realize is everybody has made somebody. That's just part of life. Everybody comes under somebody.
My mama made me.
You know, exactly. So everybody comes up under somebody. Everybody has learned, so to speak, from someone. So if somebody has taught you something and has gave you the game, so to speak, on how to achieve this goal, and then you use that teaching to achieve said goal, that person catapulted to that. So you have to pay homage to that person. So be it manager, be it somebody else, if somebody puts you in a position to succeed, you owe them that honor to say you made me do this.
No, I think that is the problem. That's one of the problems in the Black community, because everyone is doing something for a like pat on the back. Like thank you for you should say thank you, and the next person should be pulling the next person up. But if your mindset is to do this thing for all these people just so you can feel like you did all these things for all these people, I feel like that's shady. I feel like you have to be have a genuine heart to help people and not do it for that. So even if people should say thank you, but even if nobody said thank you, you just like fuck you, I made them. I don't think that's the way, because that wasn't in your heart to do. So that's why I feel like that mindset where it's like me above the rest creates that mindset where you can say well, fuck you if you don't say, or I don't know if you cuss, but
all right, well let's spin it because I got a question I want to ask you before we wrap up. The next question I want to ask, since we got two Black women here, what is it dealing with being a working mom and a wife? Okay, how is it balancing home life, work life, and then finances as well?
You can go first. Okay.
Here you go.
Home life, work life, mom life. It's definitely you're on a balance beam. It's hard. It's not easy, to say the least. You don't want to feel like you're giving more time to one